Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing? My name is Waldo, and I'm here to feel the politics with you. How's everybody doing tonight? I am doing great. There's a puppy dog biting my toes. So I'm going to grab him, and we're going to get started with a little bit of Bobo break right off the bat, right off the start. Here we go. He ran off. And that's all the politics we have tonight. So that's just kidding. Uh, how's it going? So, Graceful Gamer. Hey, sorry it's been a minute. Hopped in chat after the election. Yeah, not a problem. Glad you're here. Thanks for coming by. Got a couple of stories to talk about tonight. So if you feel like it, hop into the Discord and leave links in there. So you can tell me what to talk about. Tell me what you bring up on screen. I'll bring it up and we'll look at it and we'll feel it all out together. Going to cover Matt Gaetz. Yeah, that's the first thing I'll probably talk about tonight. It's right there in the title. And as Bobo comes and bothers me, we'll take Bobo breaks. So yeah, hop into the Discord. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're talking about. There's an entire channel on that Discord just filled with doggy pictures, and you can go there and look at the doggy pictures, and you can Photoshop them. KBP likes to Photoshop them. I think it's funny when he puts Bobo in silly places. So that is the cell. Let's see. What happened? Oh, yeah. The worst person you know isn't going to be the Attorney General. Where is the button? Can never find the button. Window capture is on. So I click on it, and then I drop the thing down. There it goes. There it is. Matt Gaetz withdraws from nomination as Trump's Attorney General. So, very exciting. Gaetz said there is no time to waste on needless protracted Washington scuffle after being embroiled in sexual misconduct allegations. He's withdrawn his name after amid accusations that he had sex with a 17-year-old girl for money. The former Florida representative nomination was one of Mr. Trump's most controversial picks for his future administration. He'd been accused of sexual trafficking and sleeping with a 17-year-old minor, which he denies, announcing he was withdrawing his name from the role. Matt Gaetz wrote on X, formerly Twitter. That's the full name. You have to say the whole thing. Well, thanks for jumping into the thing. Waving to you now. Hi. Super cool. Graceful Gamer. Thanks. Let's see. He said there is no time to waste on needlessly protracted Washington scuffle. Thus, I'll be withdrawing my name from consideration to serve as Attorney General. Trump's DOJ must be in place and ready on day one. So he's fully committed to see Donald Trump as the most successful president in history. Matt has a wonderful future. I don't think he does. He's probably never going to win anything ever again. I greatly appreciate the recent efforts of Matt Gaetz in seeking approval to be Attorney General. He was doing really well, but at the same time, did not want to be a distraction for the administration, for which he has much respect. Matt has a wonderful future, and I look forward to watching all of the great things he will do. That's unlikely. The ethics investigation, which is the important bit. We'll get to that in a sec. Also, did two of Clinton's appointees get denied because of employment illegal immigrants as nannies? Crazy that ever got this far. Yeah, that's not a surprise. You put these people up there, and then what happens is we all look at them, and then we all judge them, and then the Congress, whether or not they can pass the congressional inquiries is part of the reason. That's how you get good people in these positions. Is if the shitheads and the jerks, they don't make it through. That's fine. There's some game theory happening here that I'll talk about here in just a bit. Right here, what do we got? Subject to a health ethics investigation into alleged allegations of sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and whether he accepted improper gifts. The committee on Wednesday voted against releasing the investigation. I think it will get leaked anyway. That's okay. The report is said to have included documentation which suggested the former congressman has paid 2 female witnesses in his sexual misconduct investigation more than $10,000. So not only has he done the hookering, he's also paid them to shut the fuck up. Documents obtained by the network show that between July 2017 and January 2019, he made 27 payments totaling $10,000 to 2 witnesses, the network claimed. So he's paying them, hey, shut up, hey, shut up, hey, shut up, hey, shut up. The 2 women reportedly testified that some of the payments were in exchange for sex. Oh, and he's paying them for sex. Okay, great. So that it's even worse. I'm glad to hear it. He's effectively unemployed. I think this is where he gets off the politics train and then just goes and gets a job over at Fox News or OAN or whatever, or one of those. Mr. Gaetz is now effectively unemployed after he resigned from Congress shortly after Trump announced his nomination. His resignation halted the House investigation into the allegations against him, which is why he gave up. I think he was going to resign no matter what at this time. If Kamala had won, he still would have resigned at exactly the same place at exactly the same time as he had before. Donald, on the other hand, nominated him, knowing that he was going to drop out, knowing that he was very, very hot potato, controversial, very exciting for everybody to jibber jabber and talk about. He was intending it to fail for one reason, and I think Donald understands drama. He really does. He gets the idea. He knows what makes for a good headline, and he will say salacious things so that the press will run with it, talk about it, and then jibber jabber about it for hours on end. How much have we heard about this guy over the past couple of weeks? Lots and lots and lots of things. So he's done that to get the people paying attention, to get people excited, and then he can hit us with something called anchor bias. Anchoring bias. So the anchoring bias is a cognitive bias that causes us to rely heavily on the first piece of information we are given about a topic. When we are setting plans or making estimates about something, we interpret newer information from the reference point of our anchor instead of seeing it objectively. This can skew our judgment and prevent us from updating our plans or predictions as much as we should. So what we've got here, if you look at this wonderful little cartoon, the mug is $300, but that's too much money to pay for a mug. But this mug, exact same mug, was $1,000. Now it's $300. That's like free money. Our stupid monkey brains see this as a better value than this. The mug that was $1,000 and is now $300 is worth this. It's the same amount of money. But your stupid monkey brain thinks that it used to be a lot more money. Now it's down. They trick you with this. That's girl math. Is that what that is? So this happens with things that go on sale. This happens with bad online sales and stuff like that. This happens to my mother every time she goes to the clearance section at Walmart. You can't not buy the thing that's on sale. It's on sale. That means I have to buy it, right? Look at the price drop. I'd be losing money by not buying it. No, just don't buy it. It's fine. That's what I think we've gotten with Matt Gaetz. He chose the absolute worst possible choice. He made the worst person in government and put him in as the most important. We all freak out. We all scream bloody murder. We can't afford this $300 mug. It's not acceptable. Then, knowing that he would drop out, or he maybe even told him he was going to drop out, Matt Gaetz drops out. Now the next person he puts up doesn't sound as crazy. Doesn't matter how crazy they are. They're not as bad as Matt Gaetz. And I would agree that whoever he puts up, and he has, is almost as bad as Matt Gaetz, because he has chosen, who did he choose? He chose, where is she? I saw her name up here. Pam Bondi. There she is. This is who he has chosen. Pam Bondi for Attorney General after Gaetz withdraws. So President-elect Trump on Thursday named Pam Bondi the former Attorney General of Florida. So she was the Attorney General of Florida. So she's already got more experience than Matt Gaetz because she was the Attorney General of Florida. That doesn't mean much. The Florida's barely even a first world country. Florida is sort of a third world country. Let's see. Bondi's a longtime Trump ally and was one of his lawyers during his first impeachment trial when he was accused, but not convicted, of abusing his power as he tried to condition U.S. military assistance to Ukraine, to that country investigating the then former Vice President Joe Biden. Bondi was among a group of Republicans who showed up to support Trump at his hush money criminal trial, blah, blah, blah. For too long, she says something stupid. Trump's son, Don Jr., told Fox Business on Sunday that the transition team had backups in mind for his controversial nominees. Is Trump Jr. supposed to be telling us that? No, probably not. They have backups because it's a trick. This is a con. This is very simple. They do it when you're trying to buy a vacation home or something like that. They show you one that's way too expensive, and then they show you one that's slightly less expensive, and that one is way overpriced already. And if they had started with that one, you would have told them no. They did this on sitcoms back in the 80s and the 90s. The kid would come down wearing a $100 dress, and the dad would be like, $100 for a dress? That's way too much. And then the kid would come down with a $300 dress, and then the dad would be like, wow, $300? That's way, way too much. Let's go back to that $100 one. But if you sell it the right way, the $100 one seems like a bargain. But then the $300 dress was just a trick to pick on poor stupid dad, because dads on sitcoms are always dumb. So this was a con. It was a trick. It was a Mott and Bailey, perhaps, might be the thing. But we already have anchoring bias, right? We already have it as anchoring bias. Yeah, this is an anchoring bias. Because he seems so bad, the next one won't be as bad. And I think that's why they did it. And he tricked us, as usual. And this is what we're going to get for the rest of his presidency. We are going to get over and over and over again. We're going to get him tricking people. He throws out a fake. He's rope-a-doping. He's throwing out something fake over here while stealing from with the left hand. He's promising you good things over here while hiring somebody terrible off to the side. Distraction and misdirection for years. That's what we're going to have. That's what we're going to get. That's what he's going to bring us. Anytime he wants to do something awful, he's going to do something more awful in front of the camera really loudly so that he can do the little awful over here. I have often compared him to a dumpster fire, and the classic term, dumpster fire, not the new internet lingo where the kids just call anything bad a dumpster fire. Actual dumpster fires had a definition way back in the day. Somebody who owned a business and lived above that business had a dumpster. You would light that dumpster on fire, and then as he's trying to put out the fire, you rob him. That was what they used to do. That is exactly what Donald Trump and Elon are going to do. They're going to start fires, like with the Matt Gaetz, then they're going to rob us. They're just going to steal. They're just going to take everything they can and run away with it. This is slightly happening with those Bibles in Oklahoma. Remember the Oklahoma superintendent who's buying the Trump Bibles? Okay, people live in Oklahoma. They pay taxes. Those taxes go to the government. Then the government gave money to Donald Trump, his private business, to buy his Bibles. Tax money given to Donald Trump's pocket. And that's acceptable to them. That's a terrible idea, and I hate it. So if he now, I think Trump's going to, over the next couple of years, absolutely spin up a bunch of new businesses. His kids are going to spin up new businesses. They're going to sell everything they can. And then the government will start buying those products. Just like they did with the hotel rooms. The hotels are already a scam and a half. And so is the, the the Truth Social media group or something like that. There's like an entire media group that exists, and you can just buy their stock and stuff like that. You think his kids will funnel money from a kid charity into a business again? Yeah, probably, if they can. Carolina's, hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hi. I'm ranting about Trump right now and how he's going to steal all our money. So yeah, I think his kids will do anything they can to take government money. They'll they'll start up a business, put it under a shell company, under a different name or something like that, and then they'll get government contracts, and the government will take tax money and give it to them, and then they'll do everything they can to get tax money from the government into their pockets. Elon will get some of this, as he does the government contracts. He'll get a bunch of those sweet government contracts, billions of dollars from the government to provide something, and then he'll just give us nothing. Honestly, he'll give us almost nothing, or shoddy products that he doesn't even support after a year or two. He will just steal everything he can. And that is going to be sad. And we're just going to have to watch it. And I'm going to have to come in here and point at it. And then I might get even distracted by the things like Matt Gaetz again. Because Matt Gaetz was a distraction. He was that anchor thing. Yep, cuts to defense and education straight to their pockets. Yep, exactly. They're going to spin up their own stuff or give their... they're going to give their contracts to their friends, which always happens within the government. But with these tariffs that Trump is promising to give, I think that if a CEO, let's say Jeff Bezos, or some other big important guy, somebody in charge of the Waltons or something like that, everything in Walmart is built in China, right? So the head of the Walmart will say, hey, listen, Donnie, these tariffs are going to hurt my bottom line, and I don't want to pay them because all tariffs are a tax. He screams bloody murder about how it's not a tax. Tariffs are a tax on the company that imports the goods, which would be Walmart in this situation. So Walmart doesn't want to pay more taxes. What do? They kiss his ass, of course. They say nice things about him. They go on TV and they say something great about him in front of a news camera. They go on Fox News and talk about how this tariff here is going to be bad, but Donald Trump is great and wonderful, and he knows exactly what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing, and then they pay for his they help him get more money, and then he skips the tariffs for the people that are nice to him. He's going to weaponize tariffs, which is taxes. The Gaetz thing is hilarious. Must be more than a single 17-year-old. They've already all high-fived publicly. Yeah, there was a whole lot of high-fiving, I think. I think you're right. Yeah, and it was two different girls. Well, I think only one of them was under 18, but the other one was under. So one of them was over, one of them was barely legal. So, but even then, it's hooking. You're not allowed to do that. That's illegal in this country. I would totally support it being legal. If they wanted to legalize prostitution, that's fine. Who cares? We clearly aren't stopping it now. I mean, honestly, making it illegal hasn't stopped Matt Gaetz. So back to Matt Gaetz. Democrats will push for the release of his report despite withdrawing from the AG. So that's good. I think we should do this. I think they should push this. And if the ethics committee report on the thing won't let you, leak it. Honestly, we all know. Who cares? Just anonymously drop it off at the New York Times, and then they'll all tell us what was in it. It'll be great. Clearly, Elon Musk will be the one crying about tariffs. Well, no, he could, but he's first buddy. Obviously, Killer Mac. He's first buddy. Why would he be complaining? All he has to do is say, "Hey, Donnie." He's right next to him all day anyway. He'll just say like, "Hey, Liz, can I do an Elon Musk? Okay, let's do. You have to talk like a robot. Okay. Put on the robot voice. Donald, these tariffs will hurt my bottom line. Please don't put tariffs on this product." And then it's not a very good impression. That was embarrassing. I'll stop. It's the same scam as Matt Gaetz. So yeah. He's the first one to do the scheme. There will be others who jump in on the scheme. The Jeff Bezos jumped in later. The Waltons at the Walmart will jump in. The oil tycoons will jump in. Anybody who is facing a tariff will kiss his ass, give him what he wants, make him feel special, and then he'll drop the tariff on them. He'll not drop it on them. He will reprieve them from that tariff. He'll say, okay, this industry doesn't get tariff. This industry, very important to the American public, can't have the tariff. And if you talk shit about him or you don't kiss his ass, your industry gets tariffs. It's all that will happen. He will pick and choose, like an emperor, who pays with money and who pays with ass kissing. Those are your choices. Pick one. Making alcohol illegal didn't stop anyone from making or drinking. Yeah, good point. It just kept on rolling. But we can't learn that about other drugs, and we can't learn that about prostitution. For some reason, we refuse to learn things in this country. Learning is not an American tradition, so stop doing it. Let's see, what else is on the news tonight? What do we got? So yeah, they should leak this. Alcohol is yummy, and so is prostitution. Yeah, I agree. But their evil sins, Graceful Gamer. Those are sins, Graceful Gamer. You're talking about sinning there with the alcohol and the hookers. Can't allow that. That's a sin. I mean, I do it every weekend, but quietly, where nobody can see me. So I can show up to church on Sunday and look the pastor in the eye. As long as nobody knows, it's fine. And I think, honestly, that's kind of that's the conservative way, really. There's an old joke. How's it go? You don't invite one Baptist or don't invite one Methodist to go fishing with you because he'll drink all your beer. You invite two, and they won't drink a drop. They'll just high road each other. Oh yeah, beer, never touch the stuff. Yeah, it's bad for you. I don't do that. So, I think how's the other one go? Muslims don't recognize the New Testament. Jews don't recognize the Quran, and Baptists don't recognize each other in the liquor store. It's like playing carbon credits, but with religion. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't recognize each other in the liquor store because it's a sin. So then none of them do it. It's amazing. I grew up in a dry county, and it's just drunks everywhere. What's this? Caroline says the bimbo that was on the big globe, and if she were normal, she'd have a globe behind her. That was so perfectly mocked. She thought the parody was her own video. It was on the Flat Earth Dave show. Oh, okay. I have seen a few of the Professor Dave Flat Earth debunks and stuff like that. Is that this lady? That's not Bondi, is it? Anyway, let's read about Bondi. While the momentum was strong, it's clear the confirmation was a distraction, blah, blah, blah. We got that part. Waste needlessly, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how evil Pam Bondi is, but she was she's giant cross on her neck, so that means she's a huge bigot. That's just how it goes, guys. I'm sorry. You're from Florida. You look like that, and you wear a cross around your neck. You're a monster. That's all there is to it. I will apologize if she turns out not to be a monster, but I am entirely judging her appearance here, and I'm telling you exactly, she's a gigantic bigot monster, and she's willing to work for Donald Trump. Anybody willing to work for Donald Trump is a monster. The women more than most. Flat Earth Dave went on Jim Brewer's show pitching Flat Earth app to all the Republicans. Okay. That sounds fun. So yeah, let's see. I don't know anything horrible about her yet. There isn't it's just, I think this just happened today. So there's not a whole bunch of crazy ideas about it yet. So we haven't dove into her past, which is going to be awful. What else is in the news? Oh, Trump judge just nixed overtime pay for millions of workers. Remember the right-wing frenzy over rich men in north of Richmond? Well, the ruling class exposes Trump's MAGA hypocrisy on the working class and reveals a big media failure. I don't know that this specifically has to do with Trump. Trump appointed a judge. The judge said, no, you can't have overtime. My hottest, craziest take? Oh, geez, I don't know. Get some Girl Scout cookies, right? Buy the Thin Mints. Put them in the freezer. Freeze your Thin Mints. Then eat them while they're still very, very cold with a Coca-Cola. And you just drink it, and you sip the Coca-Cola, and then you eat the frozen cookies. That's probably my craziest take. Apparently, that's the thing that makes people argue with me a lot. But if you haven't tried it, you should. Freeze your Thin Mints. They just taste better when they're frozen. They're cold. They come in a package. You know, it's frozen. It makes them feel. They feel good in your mouth when they're that cold. Something about it. But politically, I would love to baby step us towards socialism by decommodifying medicine, decommodifying healthcare. Then crazy rant, decommodify housing. And I know it's not a thing we could do next year, but something like 2050 or some damn thing. Now, fuck that sugar snacks, sugar drink, psychopathic behavior. That's American behavior, sir. You are un-American, Killer Mac. But yeah, the decommodify housing. Wild idea that I would probably say. You start at a date. The government comes out and says, listen, January 1st, 2050. Starting January 1st, 2050. The only entity that you can sell a house to is the United States government. If I own one, and I do, and I wanted to sell it, past that date, I can only sell it to the United States government. Can't sell it to anybody else. If you are a large company that owns them, the only person you could sell them to is the United States government. At that point, and it takes a generation, honestly, and if you don't want to sell your house, keep paying the mortgage. Keep paying the company that owns the mortgage. There's a bank that owns the mortgage for my house right now that I pay. But if you want to continue paying them, you can. But if you want to sell, the only people you can sell to is the United States government. And at that point, going forward, if you want to move into a house, you apply to the government housing office, and they figure out where you work, where you are, how much you need, and you then get assigned a house that you then pay them for. And repairs are all paid through the thing too. You pay for the repairs and stuff like that, and then we hire millions and millions and millions of people to repair all these houses. And if you do it yourself, you get a little bit of bonus. So you get a little stuff off. If you say, hey, this is broken within the house that I'm paying you for, and then I fixed it, and then you give them receipts, they take that off of your mortgage and stuff like that. And after 30 years, if you're in the same house or something like that, you don't have to pay them anymore. Decommodified housing is probably my craziest take. And it is incredibly complicated and incredibly difficult and would not be easy. And it would take a giant, it's 5 steps down the road. You know, that's not a 2025 thing. It's a 2050 thing. That's a 2060 thing, you know, and nobody wants it and nobody would do it. But the craziest thing about, I think, our country is that the entire economy is based on buying and selling each other's houses, which is insane. I don't think that's a good idea at all. That's my craziest idea. Where do we leave off? We left off here. What are we looking at? We're looking at so this judge, you probably missed it because the it created barely a ripple in the media. But last Friday, a federal judge appointed by Donald Trump struck down one of President Biden's most pro-worker policies, his effort to ensure that far more Americans benefit from the overtime pay. Around 4 million salaried workers with lower incomes than the losers in this decision. Yet it generated startlingly few news stories and no outraged missives from leading columnists. Because it's about poor people getting paid. Nobody cares. Donald Trump doesn't care about that. He pretends to, but he doesn't really. If we haven't all burst into flames by that, yeah, you're right. Watching all this unfold brings to mind a now forgotten controversy. Remember when Oliver Anthony, the little-known folk singer, went viral in 2023 with his song lamenting about the plight of working people imposed by rich men north of Richmond? So this was he has shockingly red hair, and he sang a song, and he was, honestly, I swear to God, he was a Republican, like built in a Republican lab. He was born in a think tank. Donald Trump and Republicans claimed the bearded, red-haired Southerner as one of their own, a veritable bard of MAGA country, who'd crafted the ultimate right-wing populist ballad to protest, aimed directly at supercilious elites. Well, if you stop using words like supercilious, we'd stop thinking you're an elite. But anyway, this is the anthem of the forgotten Americans. Augusta Representative Maytag. Media commentary endlessly analyzed the song as a cry of anguish straight from the blue-collar heartland, one that elite liberals should take to heart as a sign of how badly they fail the regular Americans. Well, now it's Republican judges that are lowering people's pay, and that's what's always going to happen. The pay will go down because of Republican policies. That's what's going to happen. The people will make less money because of Donald Trump being elected, and then they will complain and they will cry. Some of them. The rest will just grin and bear it because he makes the liberals scream into the camera and yell on TV. What do you think about the furtherment of AI? Do you think we should halt development? It's fine. It's going to happen. AI is. I'm on board for it. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'm not thrilled with the idea of it replacing art. What I want AI to do is replace the jobs that suck, not the fun ones. If you draw or do art or make graphic design or something like that, that's pleasant. It's a passion. You enjoy it. You do it because you want to. Don't replace that. Replace lawyers with AI, honestly. If you think about law, this happened, and then this is the law. The law could be replaced, lawyers could be replaced by AI a lot better. But they're in charge of the entire system, and they're in charge of the entire country. So, and then they run for Congress. So lawyers are never going to be replaced by AI. Replace the truck drivers, that's fine too, but they're poor people, so I would rather them drive the trucks and get paid. I want the AI. So listen, I want the AI to drive the truck, and then the truck driver just sits there and gets paid. Again, Republicans fail at media literacy. That song wasn't about liberal elites, it was about capitalist greed. Well, right, you're right, Shinseto. That song was about capitalist greed, but conservatives don't know what that means. Conservatives are class blind somehow. They don't recognize that the people, that the poor people are, it's that temporarily embarrassed millionaires kind of thing again and again and again. They all think that they'll be rich someday. So they want taxes real low so that when they make it, and if the taxes are low, then they have to pay less taxes. But what does the government do with taxes? It gives it to people. That's why I am usually on board for government spending. What does the government spend money on? You. Me. People. Americans. Some of us, they spend less on than others. Those of us with money and jobs and security and stuff like that require less from the government, so we get less of it. The poor people need more. This pisses off the medium poor people, and I'm not entirely sure why. The red states are the ones that take the most from the government, and when the government spending dries up, they will be the ones who hurt the most. But it makes the liberals mad, so they're okay with it. Donald Trump has convinced them that spite feels better than government dollars. Spitefully hating the liberals, he makes them feel good. Yes, economic downturn makes them feel bad, but they can just blame that. It's a cycle that reinforces itself. Cut spending. Poor people have less money. Blame the Democrats. They get mad at the Democrats, and then you harness that anger at the Democrats, anger at those liberal elites, so that you can catapult yourself into government and then cut spending some more. It's a weird feedback loop, but it seems to work. Apparently, that's what we're doing. Let's see what else is in the news. What do we got? Pete Hegseth blocked woman from leaving room and sexually assaulted her after she said no, accuser claims in police report. I'm not going to read all this. I read all this. It's awful. There's some stuff that'll get me kicked off of stream if I scroll down on this one. Well, I can scroll down to the face anyway. That's Pete Hegseth, who is awful, terrible human being. He is also supposed to fail. See, he's an actual rapist. He's paid off the women who have made these claims against him. He has Nazi tattoos, and he's a TV news guy, and he's super weird and super strange. He is supposed to fail, just like Matt Gaetz did today. Hegseth is supposed to fail. He is supposed to be so far out there, so extreme as the Nazi rapist that he is, that the next guy they show us after he drops out will seem normal by comparison. This is more of that anchoring that happens. Is you see the horror, then when the bad happens, you're like, well, okay, bad is better than absolutely unbelievable Nazi rapist. So maybe this bad is acceptable. That is the plan. This is not an accident that they picked the worst people for these jobs. This is not an accident. This is intentional. This is willing. They're doing this on purpose. Linda McMahon, Trump's education pick, was sued for allegedly enabling sexual abuse of children. I'm telling you, this is on purpose. We've got where is she? Here we go. Tulsi. Vladimir Putin is gleeful over the Trump cabinet nomination of Tulsi Gabbard. At least someone is happy with Donald Trump's cabinet picks. Tulsi Gabbard's nomination to be the next director of national intelligence may not be making you happy, but it's certainly making someone else happy, Russian President Vladimir Putin. In Russia, the response to the former Hawaii representative's nomination has been gleeful. The New York Times reported Tuesday a Russian newspaper fawned over Gabbard in an article last week, noting that the CIA and FBI are trembling because they're going to fail to do their mission. She's going to make it impossible for them to do their work. The article also noted that the Ukrainians considered Gabbard to be an agent of the Russian state. So this, again, is not an accident. He picked her knowing that she would fail. He wants the horror up front. Then when the bad comes in second, you'll be more accepting of the bad. Russian asset Gabbard. Yeah, absolutely. It's the truest thing Hillary ever said. And damn it, now I have to agree with Hillary Clinton that she's a Russian asset. And so yeah, this is a bait and switch. Maybe is it bait and switch? No, well, it's anchoring, sure. But he's I wonder if is there another name of a fallacy? I can't figure out what the name of it is. I'm pretty sure there was a fallacy about, hey, option A, we can murder everybody. Option B, we can eat at Arby's. And you're like, okay, well, I mean, I don't like Arby's, but it's better than murdering the entire planet. So I guess we'll go with B. That's what he's doing. He's offering you genocide or Republican. And I don't like Republicans, but they're better than actual genocide. So, well, I guess they're not so bad. That's the game he's playing. It is a game he's playing it willingly. I think he knows how this is going to work. I think he knows all of these things. So, yeah, we got that one. Then we got, who else do we got? We've got Linda McMahon. She can go to Hegseth. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. The House will have its first openly trans member next year. The GOP is already attacking her. A new bathroom rule only adds to the party's anti-trans broadsides. So, this, do I have a picture of the trans woman? No, I don't think we do. We can find her. Congressman-elect Sarah McBride. Open link in new tab. Let's see. Sarah McBride. There, right there.
The 119th Congress will have several members whose elections made history. One of them is Representative-elect Sarah McBride, a state senator who won Delaware's at-large seat in the House and becomes the first openly transgender member of the United States Congress. She joins me now. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
First and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
We should note you defeated your Republican opponent by a comfortable margin, but this also happened in the backdrop of a campaign.
That person has to use the men's restroom. Now, how do you defeat this? How do you argue with this? How do you fight this? You can't logic Nancy. Nancy, what was her name? Who is that? That's Nancy Mace. Yeah, Nancy Mace. You can't argue Nancy Mace out of her stupid positions because she is stupid. You can only make everything worse for Nancy. Vote for more trans people. Trans people, run so that you piss off Nancy. If you are normal and normalized, Nancy loses. So if you want Nancy Mace to fail, to go fuck off, stop voting for Nancy, first of all. Stop voting for all the Republicans. But then vote for trans people, support trans people, make them normal, and don't willingly comply with their horseshit rules. I'm not kidding. What's her name? Sarah McBride has said she's going to follow the rules that Nancy has set. And I say, don't do that. Sarah McBride, don't do that at all. Go wherever you want, Sarah, honestly, and make them fucking stop you. Make them stop you. Don't willingly, what's the word? Don't accept before they force you to. If they forced all left-wing streamers to go to re-education camp, I wouldn't show up intentionally. I wouldn't go there ahead of time. If they passed a law that said anybody named Waldo has to go to a re-education camp, I wouldn't show up. I'd make them come get me. Damn it. Same for the immigrants. Don't self-deport. God, no. They want you to self-deport so they don't have to pay for it. Make them come get you. And if you want to use the women's room, you should. Sarah, you should immediately do that. Make them arrest you. Is that unpleasant? Yes. Is that dangerous? Yes. But make them do it. Force them to do it. And if they don't, then you've won. If they do, you win later. You get to write a fun letter the way the civil rights people did back in the 60s with the marches and the forcing. They didn't agree. MLK Jr. and his marchers didn't agree ahead of time with the rules. They didn't agree with the laws. They stood against them. They didn't willingly and intentionally choose to follow those rules if they were bad rules. They forced the other people to enforce them. And in doing so, it shows the inhumanity of it all. In forcing someone to pay attention to enforce those rules, it shows how cruel they are, and the people will stop supporting them. So, and that goes for most of the stuff that Trump's going to push on this in the next few years. If he pushes, if he actually gets something passed about immigrants having to leave or something like that, don't. If he pushes some sort of bathroom bill in the federal at a federal level, don't do it. Don't willingly apply. Don't what's the word? There's a word I'm looking for. Not accept, but like exceed. Don't I don't remember. Words are hard. Okay, they're very difficult. Don't comply. Comply. That's the word I was looking for. Good job, Killer Mike. You've saved my life. Don't comply ahead of time. Don't pre-comply. Sarah, they have made a rule specifically about you. Don't pre-comply. And don't comply once you get there. Force them to force you out. And it will show how awful and cruel and hateful they are. And when the people see that, it will it'll prove that you're right. Is that dangerous? Is that literally harmful to her life? Maybe. But that is a choice she has to make. So, yeah, don't comply. I guess that's the message I'm giving to everybody over the next 4 years. If they push out some awful, unethical shit, don't comply, and definitely don't pre-comply. Don't comply until they have to force you. Don't comply. And now I'm going to say that word too many times because I just remembered it. You remembered it for me, but now I'm going to never stop saying it. Let's see. Trump demands Republicans kill a bill that would protect journalists from government spying. That doesn't surprise me. I'm glad that it passed, though. Not that laws mean all that much anymore, but maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I'm not entirely sure. In between his posts on Truth Social announcing nominees for his incoming administration, he urged Republicans Wednesday to nix a bipartisan bill that would give journalists greater protection under federal law. Trump wrote on his favorite social network, "Republicans must kill this bill," in giant all caps. Hi, Mel City, thanks for coming. Oh boy, who's Gaetz? What? He linked to a PBS NewsHour interview with Jody Ginsburg, the CEO of the Committee to Protect Journalists, who urged the Senate to pass the legislation. Known as the Press Act, see, it's even got a cool name. The Protect Reporters from Exploitative State Spying. That's Profess Act, but whatever, it's close enough. Would prevent the government from forcing journalists to reveal their sources and limit the seizure of their data without their knowledge. So that, I think, could be interesting. Limiting the seizure of data without their knowledge. That messes with some of the CIA and FBI and Project Prism and all the spy stuff. Sure. But I think this is a good idea. And Donald Trump hates it because he wants to go after the news organizations. He wants to harm them because they said the truth about him. If you say the truth about Donald Trump, he wants to harm you. From is a particle which are exempt from acronymity. Okay. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Let's see. So, yeah, he wants to harm the people who have said the things about him that are true, usually. Most of the things you can complain about him are true things, honestly. According to the Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press, one of the many groups advocating for the bill, the Press Act would bar the federal government from using subpoenas, search warrants, or other compulsory actions against journalists to force the disclosure of information identifying confidential sources, as well as the other news gathering records. Confidential sources. Okay, so this is about leakers and people coming out of his administration telling you what's actually happening inside there. Records, except in the very limited circumstances, also broadly limit the government's ability to use the same actions against third parties, including email providers, search engines, and seize journalists' data with narrow acceptance. Okay, so this is whistleblowers and people that are trying to stay anonymous so that Donald Trump doesn't come after them. Unreal, Googled it, some American politician. Okay. Who's Gaetz? Oh, okay. Sorry. I read that as somebody else typing it. Okay. Gaetz. Yes. We talked about Gaetz a few minutes ago. Sorry. He's a distraction. Yeah. Sorry. You threw me off my game. I was like, wait a minute. We just talked about him. Sorry. I'm all over the road. This is about whistleblowers. This is about protecting anonymous people who come out of the White House because they work there, because they're caterers or something, and then telling you what they heard and what they saw and what nightmare monster shit is going on in there. They're going to go to the press. They're going to say, hey, this is some shit that's going down. Here's what they said. Donald Trump's going to want to know who that is, have the FBI find them, dox them, find out who they are, put them on trial, and arrest them and throw them into the gulag. The press doesn't want that because the press wants stories. The press wants the information. The press wants to know what's going on in there. So they're going to be against it. I think this is fine. This is a good idea. Protect the people who are coming forward, and this is bad for Trump because he wants secrets and he wants loyalty. So he doesn't want people to know what's going on inside there. He wants to keep these things secret. He wants to keep it quiet. He wants to control what is and isn't released to the public. What else we got? We got one more thing. Good old Maytag. MTG gets key new role with Elon Musk and Vivek the fake Ramaswamy. The worst person you know will head up the new House subcommittee. Keep it secret, keep it safe. That's right, Malsidian. Maytag is a moron, but she has created a House Oversight Committee, which is a thing that the House does. The Republican-led House Oversight Committee announced plans Thursday to form a new subcommittee to work alongside the Department of Government Efficiency. So the Department of Government Efficiency is not a government department. It's not. Only Congress can create an official department. They have not done that, and they're not going to do that for the government efficiency. We already have that. It's called the GAO, Government Accountability Office. Government Accountability Office is right here. The Government Accountability Office is an independent, nonpartisan agency that works for Congress to investigate how the federal government spends taxpayer dollars, audit government entities, provide Congress with federal agencies with objective and reliable information, help the government save money and work more efficiently. This already exists. It's already a thing. Elon's just an idiot. He doesn't know. Is government allowed to be used in the private business? You can name your shit whatever you want, Malsidian. You can, FedEx, Federal Express. They're not a part of the government. It's FedEx. It's a company that sends packages back and forth. They're not federal. You can call yourself whatever the hell you want. You can call it the Department of Government Efficiency, but it's just a think tank. It's an NGO. It doesn't... because GAO have done a great job. They literally have. The GAO does a fantastic job. Every dollar we give to them, they save like $130 or something like that. I think I read that a long time ago. Let's find the GAO. Success rate. The GAO's effectiveness rate, which includes protests that resulted in either voluntary agency corrective action or the GAO decision sustaining the protest, increased from a 4-year average of 47 to 57. This effectiveness rate is the highest rate since the GAO began tracking this metric in 2001. They're very good at what they do. They are doing what is necessary. The problem, Unreal G, is that Elon Musk is an idiot. He doesn't recognize that the government has to spend this money on the people. He thinks it's wasteful spending because he's a moron. You see, when the government collects taxes from the people, then they spend it on things that are good for the people. That's it. That's what they do. What is government spending spent on? You and me. Some of us more than others. The poor people. The only way for trickle-down economics to work is for the money to come back down. And it's not coming down. The government forces it down. Economies are a circle. They're like there's a flow state to an economy. Money goes up for the things you buy. The people who sell it keep that money. Then they pay for their workers. But they're shortchanging their workers. They're doing everything they can to avoid paying their workers. The government says, no, you have to. And either sets minimum wage laws or taxes that large company, and it gives welfare to the poor people. It's just making the economy. The economy doesn't work if it only goes up. So that money has to, it's accumulating at the top, needs to make its way back down to the bottom. You either do that through paying workers, which they don't want to do, taxing them, which the government can do, or stealing from the rich people, I suppose. That's the worst possible thing is we eat the rich. I don't know. You don't get to be a billionaire if you're a Mayron. Yes, you can. The dumbest among us get lots of money. He was born wealthy, and because he was born wealthy, he has a better chance of retaining that. Donald Trump was born wealthy and lost a lot of money, and he's still more rich than I am. He's lost more money than I have too. You know, the scale, the American economy, you can move. There's a lot of movement between up and down, but the ends are a bit sticky. You know, if you're born rich, you tend to stay rich. If you're born poor, you tend to stay poor. It doesn't. Yes, you can work hard and you can try, but you're not going to make it much farther. The ends of our spectrum are sticky. If you're in the middle, you can move around a little bit like that. But if you're rich, you tend to stay that way. If you're poor, you tend to stay that way. There are exceptions, yes, but the exceptions on both sides are very rare, and not everybody can apply those exceptions. You know, so the GAO already exists. Doge isn't an actual government entity. So what Doge is going to do is make suggestions. That's it. That's all they're going to do. That's all they can do. They don't have any authority. They don't have any power within the House. Elon and Vivek, the fake, will make suggestions, and then the Senate will say, "Oh, great, this is a lovely suggestion, thank you," and then throw it away. Elon lives off government money directly or indirectly. Yes, he does. He is probably going to get a lot more of it over the next 4 years, but he might even be getting paid for this work, for this Doge work. That wouldn't surprise me either. How could he turn this into a money-making racket? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that he's being paid for it by the government, but it wouldn't surprise me if they applied for some sort of government grant, government loans, or something like that to pay for the work that the Doge is doing, and create a contract where we give them millions of dollars, and then they give us their bright ideas. They'll put in a contract. They'll create a think tank. They'll say all kinds of fun stuff into the camera. They'll look into the camera and tell you all the great things that they're doing. And then I doubt he's taking money for any of it. He wants government contracts, baby. He has lots of government contracts already. His companies have lots of government contracts. When Starlink stopped working over in Ukraine, it was a year ago or something. When Starlink stopped working, they called Elon Musk and said, "Hey, Starlink isn't working," and then he hassled his things. He chose when the country of Ukraine didn't get it. Ukraine was winning. They were doing a really good job about a year ago. They wanted to go back into that Crimean Peninsula. They wanted to go down into Crimea that Russia stole from them, was it 2014, 2015? And Elon said, "No, you can't do that. I'm shutting off Starlink if you are going in there." That is a non-government person making decisions about world politics and what army gets to go where. He's not elected to anything. As a guest of the president, he'll need to stay in a hotel. Yeah, exactly. Completely true. Elon's going to have to stay in a hotel. And then he can pay for a ton of money for that hotel that goes right into Donald Trump's pocket. That's paying Trump, though. How does Elon make money out of this? Well, the government contracts. He'll get some big fancy contract to provide Starlink for all these government agencies and shit like that, and he'll just keep that money since he's already built the damn thing. He'll just siphon money and steal money, and then maybe they get good connection, maybe they don't. The internet's a really weird place that barely anybody understands how the damn thing works. Would not surprise me if he got government contracts, then just gave us nothing in return. He wants, or maybe he would upgrade the fleet of mail trucks with cars produced from Tesla, and then just do a bad job, make them cheap, make them shoddy, make them get as much profit off of each one as they can, and then run away with the money. And who cares? Non-politicians dictate government all the time, right? But then the Senate has to vote on it. NGOs do exist, and NGOs do give ideas and suggest what the Senate should do, but the Senate has to vote on that shit. Any idea that Vivek and Elon come up with will have to go through the Senate because he's not an actual department. If he's giving talks or professional advice, I'm sure they'll need to pay him. They'll provide him a hotel to stay in. Yeah. There you go. They'll pay for him to travel all over the place, and they'll give him a big fat bunch of money to speak, stuff like that. That wouldn't surprise me. Elon and Trump, both afflu babies. They're bonding over the lack of a father mortared by the dollar. Yeah, exactly. We pay for his for this as taxpayers. Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to pay for more. I think he's going to try to push a couple of ideas and get government contracts to pay him lots of money, and they give us nothing. When you pay for Lockheed Martin or Raytheon, you get missiles. You can complain where we point the missiles, but I think you get something. Saad, yeah, you're right. Elon's after power, not money. Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is true. He lost money on buying Twitter. He's losing money every day on Twitter. It's worth less. It's not worthless. It's worth less than it was because of the things he does to it. But it gives him the authority. It gives him the power. He becomes in charge of the most powerful communication tool to ever exist within human history. He owns it now, and he can decide to dump your ass from it. He can decide if he wants to ban you, and there's nothing you could do about it. You can create your own. You can go over to Blue Sky, which is where I'm at. Yeah, and same applies to Trump. I think Trump is a little bit of both. I think he just wants money too. They want the power. They want the money. The money gets you power. The power gets you more money. If you got a bunch of money, then you can use it to get power. And if you got power, you can get more money. And you get more money, you get more power. It's just an escalation for eternity. And that's why I don't like him. Let's see. So what were we talking about? Before I started rambling incoherently, Maytag is created a House subcommittee because this stuff has to go through Congress, like I was saying. So she has created the subcommittee to work alongside the Doge, the meme-based advisory group led by the right-wing propaganda czar Elon Musk and failed presidential candidate Vivek the Fake Ramaswamy. The subcommittee will be headed by the person least interested in actually governing in all of Congress, Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, a source familiar told Fox. The proposed House subcommittee is expected to investigate government spending and organization in federal agencies, posturing as if it will slash bureaucratic red tape, while actually making it much harder for the government to get anything done at all. This is a very left-wing site, the New Republic, TNR. Ramaswamy confirmed to Fox News Digital that had met with the House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer and Green to discuss the new subcommittee. Looking forward to working with Congress, Ramaswamy wrote, because he needs to work with them. Nothing he says can happen without them voting for it. I'm going to grab the puppy dog. He's right next to me. We'll have a little Bobo break. 1 sec. He's adorable. You'll love him. Little Bobo break. Good Lord. That was loud. Okay. The kid ran through the room, and so they had to bark at him. Okay, so what is going on? So that is the end of the news for tonight. I think that's it for the news. So we'll play a video game. That's what we'll do. If you want to tell me what to talk about, go on over to the Discord. Go right there. There is an entire channel for adding links, and then I will bring the link up on the screen, and we'll talk about it together. We'll feel it all together, and we can feel the politics all together. It'll be interactive. It'll be a good time. What else is on the Discord? Political junkies that you can argue with, people that you can yell at, and an entire channel of photos of the cute little doggies. It's in the Bobo the Baby Bark Boy channel. You can go there. You can look at those cute doggy pics, and you can Photoshop them. I think that that's funny and hilarious to Photoshop the dog into funny places. So by all means, Photoshop Bobo somewhere silly, and I think it would be a good time. In the meantime, so what time is it? It is 8 o'clock. Let's play Halls of Torment reading chat. Ask me any question you want, any political question, any idea, any crazy off the wall thing. Bring up anything. I don't care. Just jibber jabber about any old thing while I try to play this game and probably die. So this is Halls of Torment is what we're playing tonight. Let's close the window capture and turn on the game capture. Yeah, why are you so small? You shouldn't be that small. What are you doing to me? Vidgy game. Let's make you big. How's that? How's that? Yeah, that's big. Okay, great. So yeah, tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. Do you think that I am right or wrong about my guesstimate that Matt Gaetz was a trick? Same with Tulsi and Hagseth. They are just horrible picks intended to fail. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. And we can have a good time. All right. Let's play a game. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We need money. That's what we need. We need money because what we've got is we got to fill some of these up, but they cost money. See, I need money. Money, money, money. Spark damage. Yes. So as I fill these up, they get more and more expensive. So we need to max them all out so that when we go down to the hard level, that's down here, we can beat it. So let's pick a level that we haven't been to lately. I think this one's pretty fun. The Forgotten Viaduct. Enter. Let's do the Forgotten Viaduct and make some money, maybe. Maybe. I've got my Chain Lightning Spark Witch. I'm a sucker for Chain Lightning. I think it's like my favorite skill ever. We're going to do all of the lightning. We're going to max out all the lightning for this character. Yeah. Is that a bird? Why is there a bird? What is the bird doing? Torn pages.
Only the bearer of the sentinel orb could see past the illusions conjured by the Lord of Despair. And so, the artifact was hidden away in the tomb of a nameless hero. To this day, ravens are circling the sentinel's final rest.
Okay. Let's find some ravens then, I suppose. Oh, did you guys watch the live stream today of Path of Exile 2? Oh my god, it's like 3 or 4 hours long. I haven't even finished. I'm about halfway through it. But it makes me want to stop being a politics streamer, just be a Path of Exile streamer. December 6th, we're going to stop playing this game and any other game. And maybe even stop arguing about politics entirely as I play Path of Exile. Yeah, it's crazy good. You're deep into Stalker too. Okay. So yeah, I was watching it. It looks really nice. Lots of stuff to do. It's brilliant what they did with the end game conundrum that they have. So they've only got the first 3 acts finished. They haven't finished Act 4, 5, and 6. So how would they do an early launch? Would they just give you the first 3 and then you just go fuck yourself, I guess, until 4, 5, and 6 are done, and then they let you have the end game? No. They do 1, 2, and 3, and then they repeat 1, 2, and 3 at a much harder difficulty. Then you get to end game. So the end game stuff starts right away, right on, even at early launch, even though 4, 5, 6 aren't done. Within a few more months, they finish Acts 4, 5, and 6. They replace the second go through of 1, 2, and 3 on the hard mode, and with Acts 4, 5, and 6, and then you're still at the end game. It's brilliant. Regular content as DLC feels bad. Oh, is that for Stalker 2? I've never played it. Is that the Chernobyl one? So no, a monster. No, we want lightning. That's not lightning. That's not lightning either. Damn it. Fine, we'll do Morningstar. Lightning. Oh, hey, boss. What up, boss? Channeling, sure. Quick hands, very nice. Like quick hands. Quick hands again. Waldo playing Vampire Survivors. You're right. It doesn't. This is emo Survivors. You're right. Vampire Survivors was too soft for me. Had to get a more hardcore game, you know. It's bright and colorful, and I need the edge, you know. Just remember when you argue with budget people that the same applies to Trump. Yeah. Weapon proficiency spike, so yeah, we go. The government does not need tax money to fund itself. The government usually spends the money first, then collects taxes at the end of the year. You are correct there. Saad al-Saad. You are correct. They do usually spend the money before they actually collect it. But that's because we know that they're going to be around to collect it, right? They can guesstimate how much they're going to have. And sometimes they do a bad job. And I'm not saying they're perfect. I'm not saying that the government doesn't need accountability. But I think we already have one. And even if the government isn't accountable, the only people that can make it accountable are judges, the Congress, or the president, not the Doge. A perfect cooldown from politics to fight against the undead legions. Yeah, you're right. Maybe this is why I like these games so much. You might be onto something. I think you found my reasoning. I think it's time for a boss. Whoa, look at those army dudes. They're marching in formation at me. Charge at the lightning witch. Don't charge at the lightning witch. She will drop lightning bolts on you. Honestly. These idiots brought spear to a lightning bolt fight. All right, we're back where we started. So we're going to hit this. Yeah. Yes. Grab that, bump up a few levels. Gargoyles. Force, sure. Multi-strike. I do like multi-strike. Movement speed. Lightning strikes 3. So it can digivolve now. Dedication, health, and block strength. A spark and spark damage. Yes, sparks. More sparks. Transfection. Weapon proficiency, force, attack speed, and multi-strike. That's got all the good stuff. Area is good. Lightning Affinity 2. Transfixion, multi-strike, yes. Should just a minute. Movement speed or range. No, we want range. Yes. More lightning. Longer chains. Is it boss time? I think it is. Let's grab this first. Oh, we can digivolve the lightning. We can have hailstorm, arcade splinters. I don't like that, and I don't like hailstorm. Electrifying strikes it is. So boss. There he is. Look at him. He's on a horse. Ghost horse. Very spooky. Very frightening. Ah. Did he die? Did I kill the boss already? Damn, I'm good. You guys, I'm so good at this game. World's #1 Halls of Torment streamer. And it looks like Twitch is down. I wonder if Kick is still up. I wonder if YouTube is still up. YouTube, it may still be up. It looks like YouTube's up. But it looks like Twitch has dropped me. But maybe it came back. Maybe Twitch is here. I don't know. Hey, Twitch guys, are you here? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Welcome back. I'm going to keep going on YouTube just in case. I'm going to keep going. Maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm not. What do we got? We got a fighter's headband. We've already seen that. Mask of Madness. I've never seen that one. Every 25 seconds, take 30 damage and gain 1% damage. Crit chance and crit bonus. Buffs remain when the mask is unequipped. Twitch here. Oh, hey, Keller Mac. Thank you. I'm glad it's still up. Did it go down? Did we get the F? I've never been cool enough to have Fs in chat before. With a blazing shell. Burn enemies. Burn enemies. Meter pickup range. When hit, 50% chance to burn enemies, 3 meter range. Yeah, let's do the blazing shell. I could almost see a reason for that. But you've been here the whole time? Okay. It must have been my UI then. The UI showed me the crash screen. Silly Twitch. Doing silly things for silly reasons. More range. So, I think I'm looking for ravens. I haven't seen any. Other than that first one. Maybe there are ravens lurking around out here. We'll keep going this direction for a little bit. Transfixion. Now Transfixion can digivolve. I think Transfixion can digivolve twice, which makes it a really good one. But I have to kill some bosses to get scrolls. Okay, so if I'm still online, feel free, toss any crazy questions at me, toss any ideas. If you've got a political hot take, hit me with it. And maybe I'll agree, maybe we'll disagree, maybe we'll fight about it. Range again, yes. Oh, I should have picked the multi-star, damn it. Got another boss. Another horse. Oh no, it's gargoyle time apparently. Gargoyle time. Multi-star. There we go, yeah. More morning stars. Gargoyle boss. Whoa, he's coming right for me. But he's dead. Nice. Alright, what do we got? The orbs are good. Spike chain. The chain around your morning star also inflicts damage that has a chance of applying slow. Ooh. The spiked chain. Oh, okay, okay. Not just the ball. Not just the balls, but the chain also. Okay. Well, hi, Ghost Army. How are you? I'm great, thanks. Okay, they're all lined up for chain lightning. Look at all those chain lightnings. Look at them. Okay. You guys, listen. The stacking up is actually working against you. In a normal fight, that works, but I've got chain lightning. You see. I wonder if I can kill them, or if they're just like a wall of never ending. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to push my way through. If I were the swordsman with all that hit points that he has, I might push my way through just to see. But not on the witch. The lightning witch is a glass cannon, so I don't think I can survive tearing my way through there. And there's a chance that I just do enough damage and they die. And they evaporate and cease to function and do anything anymore. Maybe. Maybe I'd break a hole in the line. Maybe they're pushing me down to the boss. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Lightning strikes to 5. Sure. Can lightning double digivolve? I don't remember. Quite sure that the spike balls can't. So it's hard to see because of chat, but I can pause it for a sec, and then I can go over here. See that over here? This has been hiding under chat the whole time. The one chevron means that it can digivolve when you get a scroll from a boss. So the transfixion could digivolve. I already digivolved the lightning and the spike ball, and some of them can have 2 or 3 chevrons. I know, not 3. 2. Some of them can have 2 chevrons, but not all of them. So we'll put that back where it was. Okay. Weapon proficiency has all the good stuff. 20 crit chance. Ugh. I'd rather take all of this good stuff. Yeah, I don't think this wall is killable. Especially since I've been absolutely melting all the bosses. See, that's a boss. And he is already at half. And now he's dead. So, yeah. Crippling cuts. So I'm going to digivolve this. Fires projectiles behind you. This is a really good one. Because now I get lots of red needles. See all those red needles? Pow. Red needles. Pow. So many. Yeah, I don't think I can kill the ghost wall here. It's not going to stop me from trying. Because it's not like the enemies are giving me all that much difficulty. Maybe it's a rare achievement if you do a million, billion, gajillion damage to the ghost wall. You'll kill it and get an achievement or something crazy. Voltage or stability? Or range? Let's go voltage. Health and block strength, no. Quick hands, yes. Oh, I remember these. This is the ones that only move when you're not looking at them. You can barely hurt them when you are looking at them. So you have to look away, let something else damage them. They're a little tricky. They're not too bad though. Morning Star, sure. Ruthless Vitality. A few extra hit points wouldn't hurt. Wait, you can only damage them when you're looking at them. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Range, yes. Death by electrocution. Killed 10,000 enemies with electrocution. Okay. Achievement achieved. Spark chance or base damage. Ooh. I want both. Oh wait, I can have both, can't I? Select a trait. That trait will stay in the selection pool until you take it. You can still choose another trait afterwards. So we're going to take that. We're going to take this. Then we're going to go there. And then the next level up, we're going to get the other one too. So I get the best of both worlds. There it is right there. And then we take it. Oh, there's a boss. What up, boss? You just gonna melt like the last one? You are. Oh, took a hit. But that boss is dead. Don't you... He's right next to the wall. So I'm going to have to grab that thing real fast. What do we want? We want strength, sure. Grab now. Okay. We got electrostatic treads. Hey, generates shockwaves when moving. Shockwaves deal 100 damage and have 20% chance of applying spark. That sounds like a fun thing. Let's put them on. Hey, shockwaves. And more sparks. Where's the well? Am I too far from the well? No, I'm closing in on the well. I'm gonna toss it down the well before this level ends. What do we got? 15 minutes left in this level? So, plenty of time to get there. Dedication. Quick hands. Why did I pick long fingers? Dummy. It's kind of a useless one, I think. Because those hand finger things exist. So why would I ever need quick hands? I mean, long fingers. Speed, sure. Okay. I'll run down here and throw those boots into the well because I like them, and I don't want to forget because I will. Or worst case scenario, there's a ghost wall coming from above to pincer me in, and I can't even get to the well. It's 700 meters away. It wouldn't surprise me. Killed 20,000 wraiths. Okay, cool. Hooray! I did it. Whoa. Now we're moving. Morning Star to 6 or Transfixion to 4. There we go. You know, I'm really excited to play Path of Exile too, but it's going to be exactly like this. I'm going to be throwing lightning, moving around with WASD, and killing thousands of things. But it'll be different. Somehow. Transfixion, there we go. It has its second chevron, and Lightning Blast has a second chevron as well. Okay. So I got 2 more that can digivolve. A second digivolution. There we go. We're going to put the lightning boots in there and send them up. We'll put our spike boots back on, and next round we can buy the electric boots. The shocking boots. Alright, let's go pound on that ghost wall for a little bit more, just in case. Well, what's it, boss time? No, it's gargoyle time. There's a boss. Come on, guy. You are absolutely quarter dead. That was easy. Alright. What are we going to do? Explosive strikes from lightning strikes deal a critical hit, cause an explosion that deals fire damage based on the strike strength. Okay, sure. Digivolve my lightning. More lightning. Where'd that ghost wall go? Get over here, ghost wall. I want to pound on you some more. That was dumb too. Why do you click on the things? It had a 2 instead of a 6. So I was like, pick up your weaknesses, you know, but that was a dumb thing to do. Transfixion. Do vitality. A few more hit points. 10 minutes left in this level. I've made 800 gold so far, but you get the most gold at the end when you kill the final boss. Long fingers, no. Remember, we hate that one. Piercing wind, what the hell? I should have hit the button on that one to get new ones. Those all sucked. There's the ghost wall. Yeah, it's not doing numbers. Okay, so yeah, look, if I look as I look closer at it, which I should have done an hour ago. I hear you. It's not doing damage numbers to them. See, when I kill a gargoyle, it does 210, does 223, does 250, does 400. But the ghost wall doesn't have numbers. So, don't think I can do damage to them. I don't think I can kill them. I wonder if there's a ghost wall going the other direction, coming up. Let's go find that out. Just because I'm curious. Parry, false blessing, no. Crit bonus, sure. Let's see. Morningstar lightning strikes. Speed on lightning strikes, sure. Speed or damage? No, let's do damage. I think I'm speedy enough. Fire affinity? No. Lightning affinity? Yes. Transfixion, more hit points or collateral damage? Yes. The area increase? Yes. Oh, there's a bird. Look, a bird. A bird. Okay. Do I follow the bird? I'm gonna follow you, bird. Show me the way. That's a hydra. Is that what you wanted me to find, bird? I don't think it was. We're just going to ignore him. Yeah. The bird is more important. Whoa, hey, where are you going, bird? Hey, damn it, bird. Damn it, bird. Revival alive. Okay. Ghost wall. Come here, bird. That worked out. I need some fiddles. There we go. Give me that floor chicken. I need this. There we go. The shining light gives me 50 hit points if I walk through it. So I did find the ghost wall. So there's that. We got 6 minutes. Where are you going, bird? What are you doing, bird? What are you doing, bird? Going in circles. Can I... Did you leave? Where'd the bird go? Did he leave? Shit. Okay. Do I leave and go to see if that was him? Did he... No, he's still here. He's still here. He's still here. He's just circling here. Can I... God, I need that fucking dragon to die. Did he fly off? He did. He flew off. I knew it. Son of a bitch. Lightning strike, sure. Follow the bird. Food, food, food. Come back, bird. Did I lose him? Shit. I did. I lost the bird. Son of a bitch. There's a bird. There's a bird. There's a bird. Okay. Fires additional shots behind you. Times fiction. Okay, sure. There's a dead boss, but I've lost my bird now. Shit. Digivolve my mace. Keep going this way. Come back, bird friend. I think I lost him. How's that? Oh, that's a glitch. That's what that was. Shit. Alright, I'm killing this dragon. He's pissed me off. The hell is that? Oh, it's the Hydra head. That makes sense. I chopped off the head or something like that. Now it's spitting at me. That makes sense. It's another dead head. Hydra. There's a bird. He came back to me. Oh, I think this is where we're going anyway. What is this? I don't care. Throwing fists. Probably don't care. Rat ring. I never cared. Okay. I think this is the thing. This is the thing. It's where the bird was leading me. Bam! I got a sentinel orb. Hot damn. Alright. We've completed the Sentinel Orb challenge. Hooray. There's 3.5 minutes left on this level. Very cool. Might be able to kill the final boss. I'm feeling pretty good about killing that final boss. What if the Sentinel Orb opens up a new character called the Sentinel? Wouldn't that be exciting? At this point, I'm just really looking for gold piles. So I can make a few more dollars. There we go. 2 minutes left. Probably got another boss. Gargoyle time again, seems. These gargoyles don't stand a chance. Fire metabolism, sure. Level 1 skill. Fire level 88. Let's go for it. Why not? Kill 15,000 gargoyles. That's a lot of gargoyles. Gold coins. All right. 15 seconds left. Then we get the final boss, who will probably melt immediately. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, those mages are shooting me from across the screen. I didn't see that coming. Skeleton mage bastards. There he is. Oh, my God. It's so scary. Here it comes. Oh, he's got... Oh, you got ghosts. Oh, look at him. Nice. But I got a buff. Oof. Ha 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 ha. Fool, you can't catch me. There's a hand. Whoa, the hands. Don't let the hands catch you. And then you got the knights. And then you got the ghosts. All the ghosts is... Oh my God. Except he's dead. Usually they have a second phase. No, I guess this guy doesn't have a phase 2. Okay. We got a torment shard. There we go. And we will town portal out of here. Leave the halls? Yes. Now we get all the gold. You get survival time. We get you a couple thousand more. Torment score. Get you 1,000 more. Grand total 5,000 gold. What did the most damage? Obviously, my chain lightning did 2 million. My lightning strikes did 5 million. The shadow cloak did 2 million. The thunder crown did 2 million. Oh, that's nice. Morning star did almost 2. Spark damage just did 5. Transfixion did 4. All right, all right, all right. Okay. That was good. That worked real well. What happens now? Do we get a new hero? Name the Sentinel? No? That's okay. What is our next quest? Next quest. Archer reach Agony 3 in the Haunted Caverns. Ugh, I don't like the Archer. The Archer generally is not one of my favorite characters on this game. But we will try Archer, Agony 3 in Haunted Caverns. That doesn't sound too hard. I think I can do that. All right. So that is it for me tonight. Can I buy anything without that guy? My guy is gone. My salesman guy. How do I get my boots? Do I just have them? I just have them. I don't have to buy them anymore. Okay. All right. Usually, there's a guy here. He's standing right here. And you put the boots in the bucket. The boots come up. And then I have to pay him to have the boots that I liberated from the Halls of Torment. But it's quite a money-making scheme, if you ask me. But he's not there. He ran off with all the money or something down here. And there's a very difficult level down there. But I can't beat that one yet. So I need more money to put it in the Shrine of Blessing so that I can beat the hard level. That is where I'm at. Okay. The next stream we will do Reach Agony 3 in the Haunted Caverns with the Archer. So let's exit, quit. Yes, quit now. That's it. And we sign off. Okay. So that's it for me tonight. I appreciate everybody's here. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for telling me what you're thinking. Thanks for telling me what you're feeling. If you want to see more stuff, you can go to the Discord right there. Leave links. Tell me what to talk about. If there's a big story, if there's a big thing or something small in your area that you didn't know about or I didn't know about or you know about and I don't, feel free to go onto the Discord and tell me what to talk about. I'll bring it up on screen. We'll feel it all out together. If you want to watch old videos, you can do that at the YouTube link right there. There's YouTube. It has, it's YouTube. You know what YouTube is, right? I take all the best bits from the streams and I condense them down into videos that are a little bit shorter. So if you don't want to hear all the rambling, you don't want to hear all the uhs and the ums, and you don't want chat to interrupt, you can watch it on YouTube. So that's cool too. If you want to go on over there, smash the subscribe button, molest the bell icon, break the thumb on the thumbs up, and then stab someone in the comment section, because YouTube functions on hate and anger and misery. So go there and cause some hate. It'll make my YouTube numbers go up. That is it for me. I will be back. What day is it? Today is Thursday, so I'll be back Saturday morning for the fun time. And we'll do a normal politics stream Saturday morning. So if there's anything else going on there, just hit me up. If anything crazy happens, I'll start a stream, but I think we're in a quiet time for the politics. Everything's going to be calm, and it's going to be messy and ugly and disgusting, but there's no emergencies. So I think that's it. I will talk to you on Saturday unless the Gestapo kicks in my door.